What is going on, everyone? It's your guy Cole Jackson back here on Road Graders, powered by BetUS today, and we are going to be talking about the performance by Zach Orr in this game, what he did to Joe Brady, Josh Allen, and the Buffalo Bills defense. Before we get into it, if you guys are fired up about what we've seen from Zach Orr in just 4 games, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the new defensive coordinator of your Baltimore Ravens. And just some context before we jump into it, really what I'm going to be focusing on is how the Baltimore Ravens flooded the middle of the field, used cover one with a spy to keep Josh Allen in the pocket. And I mean, this really came out in the stats. And John Harbaugh said it he got interviewed after the first quarter or something. He really wanted to keep Allen in the pocket and, take away his ability to use his legs. And in this game, 5 rushes for just 21 yards along of 8. That included a QB sneak. So there really weren't opportunities for him, who's one of the better dual threat quarterbacks in the league, to be able to use that ability. So just an absolute chess match here from Zach Orr. So as we go through this, before we jump into this, I want to give a big thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Week 5 lines already up. You can see your Baltimore Ravens down there at the bottom. Don't forget there is a game in London this weekend, the Jets and Vikings. So go over to BetUS, check out the lines they have available for the weekend. Check out your Ravens line, and of course, be sure to use promo code YouTube150 when you sign up. You'll get 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit. You'll also get 125% on your next 2 deposits up to a maximum of $2,000. So thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video. So as we go through these plays, I'm going to be trying to give you guys as much context as possible because they are in chronological order. So we're going to start here on 3rd and 2. This was after they got the QB sneak on 4th down on their first drive. So let's run it through, go back and see what the Ravens did here. So again, Allen's the kind of guy that wants to, and I mean, there's a drop there, so let's be clear about that before we drive in. But Allen's the kind of guy that you have to have a spy or flood the middle of the field. His strength in his pass catching group is also over the middle of the field. Khalil Shakir and Dalton Kincaid are the 2 best pass catchers on this team. They're waiting for a guy like Keon Coleman to break out a little bit, but the Ravens need to be able to protect that. And so they're going to come out in the nickel. They got Trent Simpson and Roquan Smith, and they're going to just kind of flood that middle of the field. And as Roquan passes off Kincaid, you're going to see Simpson coming back to try and jump that route. And that's what forces the hesitation. So as much as this is obviously a drop by Dalton Kincaid, no way around that, it is also them flooding the middle of the field to take away the timing there, because you see Josh Allen, when he comes back, he's going to give a little bit of a pump fake. So again, they're using that. Trenton Simpson's basically acting as a spy because he's reacting to Josh Allen's eyes. And so he almost gets up and gets that ball. So he broke away from Roquan and underneath Marcus Williams, but Trent Simpson as the spy was the theme here. So if Allen tries to take off there, they have a dedicated linebacker to tracking him down. We get into the second play here. We're 2nd and 6 with 8:01 left. Run it through. They're going to use a little bit of play action. This is going to be the Kyle Van Noy pressure. And so what they're going to do behind this is play cover 1 man. And that's something they did a lot in this game. And by doing that, from the personnel they're in, they're only going to bring 4 rushers. So by playing cover 1 man, it gives them the ability to keep a linebacker in, and this is just to keep a spy in, whether it's a linebacker, Kyle Hamilton, or someone else. They're able to spy Josh Allen. So they're just going to play man up behind this, and Zach Orr is going to trust his defense, his secondary, to be able to run. And then Kyle Van Noy with that incredible play. I broke this down in yesterday's video where, kind of the focus here is the check down. Again, this is a play where it's supposed to be the quick crossing route that he hits. But Kyle Van Noy, watch how he hugs Khalil Shakir. And so he's going to do that, take that away. And then because he knows he has coverage over top of him, he's going to be able to get out to Allen and get that pressure, forcing the throwaway. And we're going to see a lot of these where Allen drifts kind of to the sideline and throws the ball away. And a lot of that's coming from the coverage holding up. So now we get into play 3. We're 2nd and 15 after Spencer Brown's holding call on Kyle Van Noy. And this is going to be just a little bit of that chess match where Zach Orr can use multiple guys. Matabike out here as an edge rusher. And then we got Owe lined up in a 2-point stance over top as a 4-tech. And this is just some old school Mike McDonald stuff that we used to see, these funky formations. They're going to also zero up Travis Jones over top of the center. And by doing that is they're going to force the one-on-one on this side, because if they slide protect, Jones is going to attack that inside gap and, force that the contact's going to come there, and Owe is just going to come inside. And so this is just manufacturing that pass rush there to be able to get after him. So again, we're sitting in the middle of the field. We're keeping the ball in front of us. We're in zone coverage here. Roquan's going to make that quick tackle. But just showing that ability to show different fronts, move your guys around, put guys in a position to succeed. A lot of the stuff that we saw from Mike McDonald last year, we're now seeing from Zach Orr, which is what we want to see. We want to see that continuity with Zach Orr's own twist on it, and we've definitely seen that. One of the key things we've seen is the usage of Kyle Hamilton and the usage of dime. This play is going to kind of give us an example of that, because they're going to line Kyle Hamilton up the way they used to. How many times did we look at this last year where we'd mug the A-gaps with Queen and Roquan Smith, and now they got Kyle Hamilton in there playing that true inside linebacker role. So this gives them the look of dime, but they're playing it just like they'd play nickel. They're going to use Kyle Hamilton as an inside linebacker, and if you go look at the actual numbers in this game, let me just grab them here quick because it's great context to be able to have with this. So Kyle Hamilton... there's two things. 34 of Marlon Humphrey's 41 snaps came in the slot. So Stevens and Nate Wiggins, true outside corners. And in the 3 safety looks, it wasn't Kyle Hamilton playing that slot corner role or playing an overhang. He was lined up as an inside linebacker alignment on 32 of 54 snaps. So that is the Zach Orr twist on this defense. So it's not just Mike McDonald's defense. He's got his own, flavor to it. So here we are in 3rd and 8 with 6:55 left in the second. This is on the drive right after Justice Hill put them up 21-3. So a huge 3rd down. So we're going to get those linebackers mugging those A-gaps, and then we're going to drop Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton. So again, we're going to show that pressure, and they're doing that they're showing it so aggressively because we got the running back and tight end in here. So we're going to stack the line and kind of match you with that, but with much lighter personnel, and we're going to get after it, and Travis Jones and Kyle Van Noy, just win their pass rush battles here. But by using those, by mugging the A-gap there, bringing Marlon Humphrey off, we're kind of using that simulated pressure look, and we're just asking our guys to go out there and win those matchups. So this is something that I think Zach Orr did so well in this game. He did not adjust to the personnel the Bills put out there. He played his own personnel the way he wanted to play it. He didn't match heavy with heavy. He stayed light, and he trusted Kyle Hamilton as a dime linebacker to hold up against the run if that's the route the Bills wanted to go. And it gives you advantages like this where you can send, different coverage looks and without going heavier. So now we're at the end of the first half, 3rd and 2. I believe the next play after this is Marlon gets hurt on this play, if I recall correctly. Let me run it and see if I got the right play here. Yeah, it is. So the play after this, is Marlon's. So Marlon gets hurt on this play, takes the injury timeout, then Harbaugh calls the timeout. So we're 3rd and 2, but the Bills get a new set of downs. And so this is what I'm talking about with with the coverage show. So you're going to see Williams up here. He's going to drop into cover 1. They're going to play cover 1 man behind that, or in front of that. Deep coverage, and Roquan's going to be your spy. Again, we're in 3rd and 2, and so Roquan's just going to take away that middle of the field, force that throw. Marlon Humphrey's going to make a play on the ball. I'm going to show you the other angle just to show what that looks like. So you see we got man up here, Marlon Humphrey matching, and then you're going to see snap's going to come, and you're going to see that coverage drop here, and we're going to play cover 1 man behind that. You see everybody reacting to their man coverage here, and then Marlon's just going to run with Khalil Shakir. But the key to me on this play is, again, what they wanted to do. They wanted to take away that middle of the field, not give Josh Allen an opportunity to use his legs on short yardage situations. That's something that he's so good at, and that is the true, secret sauce, in my opinion, that gave Zach Orr an advantage in this game. Now we get into So this is 3rd and 10 after that first down from the John Harbaugh, I guess we'll call it timeout kerfuffle. So Allen had incompletions to Hollins, and Coleman sets up 3rd and 10. So we're 3rd and 10 with about a minute left in the second quarter here, and we're just going to play cover 3 underneath this. And this, again, forces that, what I said, they're going to roll out and throw this away. So you're going to see right off the snap here, we're in cover 3. We got our 3 deep zones here. And, again, they're just absolutely blanketing that middle of the field. They're going to play the sticks. The first down line's right here. Sorry, that was a bad line draw. They're just going to hold that line. 3rd and 10, end of the quarter. They're not in field goal range. Make them have to earn it. Make them have to throw the ball downfield. Give yourself an interception opportunity. The 4-man rush steps up, forces a throwaway. Again, just good defense, not trying to do too much, recognizing the situation, not too aggressive, but aggressive enough. Just playing the situations. That's what he did so well. Now, I did pick this play. This is going to be that 52-yard completion to Khalil Shakir. And the reason I picked it is because it was such a damn good play call. And so they're going to be in cover 6 or quarter half. And so we know it's that because Stevens is going to carry that deep zone on the far side. This is the other quarter. And then Jackson has the wide side of the field, that full half. And then we have the coverage underneath. Again, we're playing that coverage, middle of the field, taking away that middle of the field. But and it works. I mean, the defensive play call works. It forces Allen to, scramble. The 4-man rush gets home again. And if Jackson just holds his deep half, you can see right here, Wiggins is going to come back, doing a good job there. The other quarter is going to come over because nobody's there and we're in scramble mode. And then Shakir's just going to take off up the sideline and Jackson abandons it. So the coverage, in my opinion, was good. The call, in my opinion, it's just Jackson abandoned his coverage zone. So again, we're playing those situations well. We're taking away the middle of the field. Let's just stay in our zones next time. Lesson learned on that one. So now we're on the drive that led to the Josh Allen fumble. We're on 1st and 10. We're going to just set up here. And again, the Bills are in heavy. They have 2 tight ends in and a 6 O-line. So they got 1 wide receiver out. The Ravens have in the middle of the field Brandon Stevens, Kyle Hamilton on the slot. They're in dime. This is a heavy personnel look, and the Ravens respond in dime. Zach Orr didn't give a crap what they were putting out there, what Joe Brady was showing. He was going to play it how he wanted to play it, and Kyle Hamilton's going to rush off the edge. They're just going to run a little zone action, or a little play action, not zone action. But we're going to take away that middle of the field. We're going to play zone in behind it. Nice pass off here from Marlon to the deep zone. You just watch that right there. Good exchange. Marlon's going to pass that off, pick up the crosser. Nothing there. And again, we're drifting off to the right side, throwing that ball away. That seemed to happen a lot because there was nowhere to go with that ball. Now we get to the fumble, obviously. But just wanted to show this again. The Bills are in 12 personnel. And yeah, there's 2 tight ends out there. The Ravens, once again, playing light, 4-man line. They don't care. And they're just going to let the Bills make a mistake here. Kyle Van Noy pushes up, get that fumble, strip sack, boom. Travis Jones comes in. Watch Travis Jones on this play. I really don't want to gloat about this because it could have been a concussion situation. I don't want to celebrate that. But Travis Jones with an absolute whack of Josh Allen, get that ball. So that leads to the fumble. Now one of the most critical moments in this game. We're 3rd and 4 with 29 seconds left in the third quarter. There was one more play after this one more drive after this that led to Mitch Trubisky coming in. So this is basically for the game. They need to touchdown on this drive. They're in 3rd and 4. And the Ravens are going to not allow, and this is an aggressive play call, which I love. So you're going to see Marlon Humphrey right here. He's going to sneak off, and he's lined up against the bunch. So this has to get home because that's going to create a huge disadvantage. We're going to stack the line of scrimmage, and the Ravens are going to drop multiple guys. So you got Broderick Washington dropping out of that because they're bringing the pressure off the edge. And then Odafe Owe is going to come out and clean up the pressure created, and they marked him down, so that was a loss of like 19 yards or 14 yards or something crazy on the sack by Owe. But just, again, this felt like the Mike Mack special, right? So we're going to play aggressive, and this is where I just felt like every decision he made in terms of play calling was the right one. 3rd and 4. Players come out, execute. You see Marlon Humphrey with that clear lane. But again, we stacked up the middle of the field. We're going to get Roquan to come out here, take away anything they could do with that bunch. Brody's going to come out, take away that little middle zone where they could throw that check down. They're just trying to run mesh underneath this, and because Josh Allen's forced to scramble, there was nothing they could do. So that's really how the Baltimore Ravens took care of this. This is how Zach Orr got this done. Hell of a job. Similar to what I did on Todd Monken in the run game. It just felt like everything came together. Great play calls. A good mixture of aggressiveness, conservative. They had a very clear game plan of taking away the middle of the field, forcing Josh Allen to throw the ball outside the numbers, keeping him in the pocket, not letting him use his legs, and that's how they got it done. Simple as that. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button for me. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Zach Orr, and thank you to BetUS for sponsoring this video.